Do you want to know how to color scatter Polot point based on Cutoff values in Graphpad? You came to the right place. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to customize the colors of your Scatterplot points based on a specific Cutoff in Graphpad Prism. This is a great way to visually differentiate groups of data in your plots. Let's get started. First, we need to make sure that your Scatterplot is set up in an Excel file. I'll assume you've already inputted your data. Now, you need to format your data into a table, and then sort it from the smallest to the largest value. Once you've done that, you can open Graphpad Prism, select the XY datasheet format, and copy the data until the cutoff value to your Graphpad. Now do the same for the values above the cutoff and paste them in the second Y column. Now let's create the Scatterplot and make it visually informative by setting different colors based on a cutoff value. For example, let's say we want all points above a Y value of 50 to be orange and points below 50 to be blue. First, click on the graph to select it, then go to the Format Graphs option located on the top toolbar, or simply double-click on the graph. Click on the corresponding data for the below and above cutoff values, and choose different colors for the data points. Additionally, to make it more informative, add a cutoff line by double-clicking in the Y-axis and, on the additional ticks and grid lines, inset the cutoff value in the Y equals tick the line box. Write the text and edit the line in the Details menu. To make the graph more presentable, you can also customize the marker shapes and adjust the legend. Go back to the Format Graph window and fine-tune these options based on your needs. Prism also lets you adjust transparency, marker size, and other visual elements to enhance the clarity of your plot. And that's it. You've now customized your Scatterplot with different colors based on a cutoff value in Graphpad Prism. This method is super useful for visually distinguishing data groups in scientific presentations or papers. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.